Hi all. Now we are going to see about this particular step, like about the first step, the web application which we created to manage the certificates. I'll just show you an diagram. So this is the one we are going to explain it now. So if you see, I mean, this is the web applications part which we developed. So what it does, I mean, basically it will pulls the certificate from the Azure Vault. And then if you see, right, I mean, we have two applications here, like application one and application two. And assume that for an application one is having interaction with application X, Y, Z, and it needs all of these certificates whenever it interacts with any one of these application, right? So which means you guys know we will do one handshake, right? SSL certificate handshake. So that time we will be passing the certificate from the client. So for them, the application one is a client for application X. So it will be sending the certificates before, and that's when the handshake will happen. And that certificate will get stored in the JKS file, right? So JKS file will comprise of all the certificates. So what we are going to see here is, I mean, when you log into this particular application, right, this particular web application, and you can see the applications and the relevant certificates for it, like application in the sense application for this one, or we thought we will keep a drop down here that you can select the respective application, and then it will pull all the certificates from the vault for you. And here you can make a CRUD operations here. When I say CRUD operations, right, these are the operations that you can do it from the web application part. Like you can view the certificates, you can delete the certificates, you can add the new jks file, or say for example you have a jks file with you and you wanted to replace the entire jks file whatever there already exists in the vault. You can simply do this. And similarly you can add a new certificate. Assume that now that it is interacting with application xyz, and after some time it is going to interact with one more application x1 something, right? Then they will be having a new certificate for that. And even if you wish to add that new certificate, right, then basically we will also give a provision to add a new crt in the existing jks file. Or if in case you see a particular certificate is expired and you wanted to update them or override them, right, then we can even provide an I mean features for it. So these are the features that we're going to provide from the web application part. So like viewing a crt, updating in crt, and adding a new crt, and even deleting in crt and adding a new jks file altogether. So I'll just walk you through the application, like one second. Yeah. So once after login, so this is the home page that we can see here. And if you see, these are the buttons that we have given to add a new CRT file, and this is the one just to replace the existing JKS file. And you are, as I said, that we will be displaying an application drop down, right? Wherein if you select an application, it will display all the certificates. For the demo purpose, I just did for only one of the applications. Maybe when we are taking it to actually implementation, we can implement for multiple applications. Basically there should be a drop down here wherein when you select that application, it will pull all these certificates from the vault. Assume that now there is only one applications we're going to support here, so that we are seeing a page like this. So these are the nothing but the certificates that a particular application interacts with. So you are seeing all these certificates, right? So these are the application, these are the certificates that the particular jks file comprises of. So basically if you open a jks file, this is the key tool explorer, key story explorer, as I have given a walkthrough before. So if you see, there are two jks file. I have already kept it open. Maybe I'll close this. This will give a confusion. I have two jks file kept it open. So one is called application 1.jks, where you are seeing four certificates, and the same thing you are seeing it here. These are the four certificates that we are seeing. So what we are doing here is, I mean, basically we are using the vault application to store the certificates as the secrets. We are encrypting the file and we are storing that certificates as one of the secret. So when you go inside your vault, yeah, so these are the things we are having: objects, key, secrets, and secrets, and certificates. So as we are storing each and everything as a secrets, so these are the different secrets that I have already created. And if you see, for this particular file, jks file content application one, right, I created an entry and then I encoded it, and then I'm saving it here. So base 64 encoded we did, and this is how we are seeing it. So when you go to the application, Vault application, and if you are seeing, you will not be able to see what are all the certificates that it comprises of. Yes, there is an other way where you can do it here. If you see, right, there are other objects like keys and secrets. If you go to one certificates wherein you can process the certificate there, but I think in this certificate, no, it expects you to create a certificate with a particular type. It doesn't accept for the jks file, since jks file is not that much secure and all. So you are basically using it only for the ssl handshake purpose. So in this demo purpose, what we thought, we will just implement it as a kind of an secrets, and then store it as a key value pair here. So that is when this one you can ignore db password, I just created for my understanding purpose. And these are the other two keys that we created. One is like content of the application, and another is one is the actual key of the application. I think basically it's a password. Each and every JKS file needed a password to open. So that password will be coming from this particular key. So that is when both of them we have added here as one of the secrets here. So yes, when you go inside this particular key, you can see this is how the current version looks like. And this is how you can see the internal details of that particular key. And even if you see, even if you say so secret value, I mean, you will not be able to see the details of it. Uh, but when you open this application, right, yeah, this is a local application, web application, mainly created for managing the vault, managing the vault in the sense managing the certificates. This is the application which interacts with your vault. So this is the same diagram I can explain. This is the application that I have shown you guys now. So it will interact with vault. Basically it will pull the information from the vault, and then that is when you are seeing all the certificate informations here. So the basically you are seeing these are the application 1.jks file certificates. And if you see here, we have given a provision to override. Say for example, you are seeing this particular certificate is expired, then you will get an option here, choose file, wherein you can select the certificates that you wish to override, and then you can select that crt file, and then you can override. That is one of the options we are given in. That is when we have this upload button separately for the each and every row separately. So based on the expiration date, we can figure it out, and then we can override the respective certificate file. Or otherwise, if you feel like you wanted to override the entire jks file itself, right? Say for example, now we have four. Instead of four, you see like you have one more certificates added like this. Like if you see, there are five certificates here. This one GTS CA3 is the new certificates, right? If you feel like you wanted to add this, simply you can completely replace the existing jks file. You come here, you select that particular file, and if you do upload, this will get overridden in your vault directly as the jks file. This entire jks file will get overridden in your vault. And again, we have provided one more upload button here. This is just to add the new crt file directly. Assume that you are seeing five, right? You wanted to add a new crt file altogether. You come here, add the crt file, and then give upload. It will get appended to the existing jks file which is already present in the vault. So these are the features. I think one more feature we have mentioned in the ppt deck is about deleting the crt, so that I haven't covered it, I didn't, due to some time constraints. Basically we can have one more button here. When you click on a delete, you can read that jks file content and then delete the respective crt files in your jks file. So that is the one we can do it here. And another important thing is, we also thought we will create one more separate page where we can add a new jks file together for a new applications. So this we haven't covered, because this is like an if assume that you wanted, as an admin of this certificate management application, you wanted to add a new jks file, you wanted to onboard a new application, then you come here, you can add the new jks file here, and then simply give upload. So that should get uploaded to this vault as a new key value pair, and then you should see that updated information is there. So that is how is it is. Yeah, so I think this particular video we are going to talk that this is all the things that we explained. Like this is how the web application looks, and these are the features that we are supporting it here. Maybe in the next demo, I will walk you through with a sample CRT file, JKS file update, and then I will show you from the client perspective how are we updating the certificates and other things. Yeah. So these are the things that we details about the particular step. I mean, this step once again. Web applications where we are reading and writing it from the Azure Vault. So in the next video, we will talk about client application which uses this JKS file from the vault. And whenever there is any update, right, if you see here, whenever there is an update from the, assume that as an admin you are monitoring your certificates and you see a particular certificate is expired and you updated them to the vault, right? So what we did here for the demo purpose, we are creating one more API. We have an one more API here in the client side, wherein an admin will invoke that API as well, so that, and it will update the REST template for you, so that you, whenever this guy interacts in the future, he need not even restart the application. So this we did as a part of an HTTPS REST template call. We can even implement the same thing using Kafka or any other mechanism as well. So just for demo purpose, I have implemented using REST template. And yeah, so this is all about this particular step.